All right, with Tyler Leach as the sun sets here on Minocqua Country Club. It was a very interesting final round. I know that, at one point, I think you were part of a four-person tie for the lead.
Yeah.
The lead shifted from person to person for a while. Um, how much of were you aware of the surroundings on the leaderboard, and how much did you just try to tune all that out?
Yeah, I think on the front nine, I didn't really pay much attention to it. I was kind of struggling to find my swing a little bit, just making a lot of pars. And then I made the turn and started making some good swings, made a couple birdies, and that's kind of when I looked and saw that I was, right there, and then I knew where I was the rest of the way, obviously.
How did it play out in your mind? We didn't think the back nine would be. Some guys made it, into a birdie fest. Obviously, Max at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, and how did you think it was going to play out, and where did you feel you maybe didn't take advantage?
Yeah, I looked at the board after 13, and I think that's when there was like a big tie.
Mm-hmm.
And then Cam birdied 14. So I knew 15 was going to be a very crucial hole.
Yeah.
Obviously, reachable par 5. I figured I had to make birdie there and keep pace with Cam or whoever else. And it was kind of a turning point. I actually made bogey. So that kind of took the wind out of the sails for me.
You made bogey, but you had a club into that green. What did you hit into that green from how far?
I was just in the rough. I had 255, so I was just trying to run something up. And honestly, I knew right or left were fine, and I went a little right and just kind of got really unfortunate. I had a downhill lie in the bunker, so it just made the shot way harder, So.
But you had a swing with that little berm behind you, right?
Yeah, I had a swing. It was just I knew. Honestly, was expecting Cam to make his putt, which would have put me 2 down. So I knew I had to try to, get really aggressive, try to get cute and get it really close, which is why I went for the wide open face, full swing. But I mean, if I was tied or something, I might have just hit it out to 20 feet. But I had to take a risk at that point.
And I know you couldn't tell maybe from where you were way back in the fairway, but it almost looked like Zach's approach. It made a weird sound in the bunker. I don't know if it hit your ball or not, but it didn't look. It didn't. It didn't. You had a clean lie, and it was all good.
Yeah, it was all good.
Yeah. So after that, then did you have to start to press? I suppose you probably took another check at the scores, and then when did you start to see Max kind of, because they I think they were slow in updating his.
Yeah. So I looked after 15, and I was 2 behind Cam then, obviously, because I just made bogey, and then I was just kind of only, paying attention to his score and made par on 16. He made bogey. So I was like, oh, I'm 1 back with 2 to go. I'm right back in this, And then I hit a great shot into 17 and missed it. And that was the first time I looked at the board and I saw Max was all the way up at 16. I was like, what? Where did that happen? I looked at his scorecard. He made 3 in a row. I was like, oh, there you go.
And I could tell after the round you were familiar with the fact that he hasn't played a whole lot. Has he broadcast that you guys are all out there playing and he's sitting behind a desk?
He's very talented. I mean, plenty of times I've seen him, not practice or practice very little and just go out and shoot these phenomenal scores. So he knows what he's doing.
What's the strength of his game, and are you at all surprised? I suppose not, that he would play well on a course like this.
Yeah, I would say the strength of his game. I mean, I don't know what he would say, but from when I've watched him play, it was definitely his putting. I felt like he was always a great putter. So, out here, it's basically a putting contest this week because the greens are soft and the course wasn't too long, a lot of wedges. So I would imagine he made a lot of putts. So this course set up well for him.
Nice to see a Marquette guy win one, even if it couldn't be you.
It was great. I love Max. I was super pumped when I saw that he won. Good for him. He's kind of been on the cusp of breaking through, winning an event. He's, played well a couple rounds, but maybe not the complete tournament. So really happy for him to get it done.
Well, I think your deal comes soon. Tyler, thank you very much.
Thank you.